Hey guys, Next Loop is here. This is a wall there is a wall, just in case you didn't know. This is a PvP/parkour map. It's recommended for multiplayer, but it does have single player options if you want to play single player. I've been working on this for a while, and that's why I haven't put out any videos because it's kind of boring, a lot of command blocks, just simple stuff like that. So first of all, this will be the spawn. That is just something I played around with, having it like a jungle theme, based a little bit off the Ewoks and Star Wars, but decided to go for more of a medieval castle-y look. So I have this. The roofs are kind of set up so you can parkour around them. If you fall, you can land on this tree, back and forth, just like that. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Eventually I'll have a scoring system set up. Right now the map has a lot of like the physical builds done. Obviously like the spawn isn't done. A lot of the physical builds are done. Not a lot of the specialty like scoring system or the in-game controlling of weather, that kind of stuff. Still needs to be a little tweaked, but right now, this is what we got. So I'm going to be showing you this video, and I'm going to have annotations right about now on the screen that are going to be saying, hey, click here if you want to go to this one, because this will be a long video. I've not been able to cut it up so it's shorter, so instead I'm just going to make a long one. Sorry about that, but there will be annotations if you want this particular part. I do recommend watching this video if I happen to make this a map that you guys can have, because it will have, it'll have little techniques and tricks that I've put into the maps on purpose, and you'll have a little bit of a head start there if you find them out. So, without further ado, we're on to the first thing. Okay, so like I said, this is the spawn. No real introduction, just pretty simple. Like I said, nothing happened here. They have here, there's just a way for you to get food in single player so that you can like survive and not die instantly. This is not set up yet, so I just have iron doors here. This one's not set up either, but you can walk in because it's not as bad as that one is. That one currently has like signs in it and all that, but don't need to go into that. This is just like it says up here, plot. So if I can, once I get this map kind of finished, I'm going to round out with some nice plots and scoring systems and overall wars and factions, I think is what you call that. Some of these builds aren't done, so like this should be pulled out, or actually this direction should be done like that, but for the time being, just like that, because this is from the earlier builds before I really understood how to build. Not saying these are great either. Like, I know this giant one is pretty terrible, but that's how it is. The insides are pretty nice though. I do like that. I'm using heads, like right here. Little head. Those are fun. Woo. So that's pretty much this area. I guess I'll show you the teleporting system. This is the teleporting system, but it's not working. So this is the temporary teleporting system. Some red carpet to show you. Teleporting zone. Stand on the gold. May take a sec. So these are actually gold pressure plates, but the rest of them are real gold blocks. The gold pressure plates are just the simpler teleporters. The gold blocks are the more complicated ones. Some barriers here, so in survival you can't jump up there. Not that you really could do anything once you get up there, it's just I felt like it needed that. I don't know why. So this is where you teleport everywhere. So we have the parkour station, fun land, biomes, sand land, and OP tree. That one actually is not, I'm using McEdit. That one is not in here yet. I have it in a different world where I've been building so that they're all close to each other, and then here I have them separate so that I can be in a void world and you don't see each other. And this is halls and rooms. So we are going to go on to the next one. Let's start with the simpler ones. When you teleport in, you teleport. That's some of the stuff I have to do. I have to get like rid of the villages and such there. Teleport in, you fall through the lava, oh no, but you land in water, so you're completely fine. Come in here, neat little teleporting system, just teleport you up here. This is not set up yet. If I wanted to add, one of the side effects of McEdit is it gets this weird glitch with the lights. I have to figure that out. But if I want to add any kind of larger game, I can add it here. These are out of order, but that's where I would add it. This PPP, I cannot say that. Teleporting station, void world. You can see it, you can kind of see it over there, so I have to do some cleanup. But it's pretty good for right now. All the food on the ground, you may be asking, what is that? Stupid little plot line over here. Hey, what's all, I know there's a typo. Hey, what is with all this food? I don't know and I don't care, crunch. Stupid little dialogue, but had to add something. Over here we have the Rainbow Runner, and it's actually broken over here. Okay, the Rainbow Runner, you think it sounds nice? It's actually dark. I don't want to leave you guys in the dark too long because I do know it's annoying, so I'm going to give myself a night vision potion. But just to show you real quick, this is snow layers and black wool. The black wool kind of gives it this effect that it's all dark and fun like that. Give myself a splash potion. See, it's some nice little peek. Can't talk again. Parkour. You can just jump around. This is the give up button. Give up. And then, but if you're the cool guys, you stay in and you come to the special plate. You land down here and you come down here. You also get a golden helmet. That's kind of a bit of theme, not on purpose. Just more lazy command blocking. I didn't want to make a new command block, and I couldn't think of anything else cooler than a golden helmet. So if you win that, it gets that. Should say Nox Lupus won. Nope, doesn't say. So that's broken. So then just little things kind of like that aren't polished up. And then this map isn't completely done, but I'm trying to get the bare minimum working. So in case I do want to release it, I can for 1.9. Hold your fish. That is the rule. Again, this is another thing that eventually would be made, so you have to hold it, but for the time being, can't do that. Polishing up work. So right now it's on the honor system. You have to hold your fish. So as you can see, I'm invisible, and this is based on a game that they played on the Minecraft server, or not the Death Games, but something like that, where they went around in Beef's house, and this is based off of Beef's house. Vintage Beef. If you don't know him, he's kind of cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. But they just ran around with fish in their hand. They're all invisible, so you just see a bunch of fish running around, slapping each other until eventually somebody died, I think. And they had fireworks and fun stuff like that. So I had a little part that again. Sheesh. PvP parkour. PvP parkour. Okay. I had some PvP going around here. Okay, back. I actually had some parkour, not PvP, just out of that. And you just run around, hit people with your fish. And like I said, it's fun land. It's not necessarily realistic land. This is a nice little setup. It's a little playground setup. Just nice. Yeah. I don't want to say nice again, but it's just a nice little playground setup. Little nice barbecue setup. Barbecue? Hamburger station or whatever. Yeah. So there's that. String down there. You could be like, hey guys, I'm only going to play in the house, or I'm only going to play in the backyard, or whatever, and set up that way. Or you could use the whole thing. It depends on how many people are on your server. So then you leave. It clears your effect. Should clear your effect. Did that right? Yeah. It also gets rid of your fish for you. So that's convenient. On to the next thing. I don't think this works, so we'll try it. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And it doesn't! Be right back. Okay, on to the next one then. Now we have the parkour. Parkour. PvP parkour. Okay, I got it. So, go to the parkour. You land... I walked funny, but you land on this bouncy thing. What's it called? It's called a slam block. You land on it and you kind of bounce around. It is parkour after all. You're going to bounce. You have a few different ways to go. I'm going to run through these pretty quickly because, like I said, they are in depth, but I'm running quickly so I can get them done. Did I say that? I don't know. I give up. So, this is a little fountain that I saw on a server that I can't remember, but it's in one of the waiting rooms, and people are always trying to, there you go, people are always trying to jump up on, like, the side here, so I built it here so I could practice, and I got pretty good at it, but I think I messed it up, so I have to go rebuild it. I think I broke down a block, like, that should be there or something, but like I said, I forgot. That's a neat little thing. If you come on here, you can practice that. These is just house for parkour. You jump around. Things like, I'll have this area, I'll make it so that you're all on the same team so you can't kill each other. But that's part of the polishing up I haven't done yet. So, never pop a bad. Wow. I just restarted my computer, that's why. So, this just kind of is like a testing zone. Test yourself, know your player, know what your Minecraft model can do. They can jump up 3, but they can't jump up 4. They can jump, I think you can jump all of these without the, all of these with the ladder, and I think you can't jump this last one. I think you can only jump 4 blocks without the ladder. Most people know you can't jump over fences or stone walls. What's that called? Cobblestone walls. Same thing pretty much. Most people know you can jump on them with carpets. Some people might know you can jump on them with brewing stands, but the cool part is, as you can see, I cannot get up here, even though I'm on a carpet. But the brewing stand hitbox goes up a little bit, so you actually can jump up here. So, neat little trick for any of you guys making maps or Any kind of stuff like that is cool. This is a very simple parkour. That's what I keep trying to say. Parkour map. You go down and back. There's barriers in the way here, so you can't cheat. You go down. I think you actually start over there. You go down, back, and down. You also jump around the ceiling up here. There's a checkpoint system in a way. Once you are done, I'm going to cheat. Fly over here. It gives you some cookies, gives you a helmet, and it says, Nox Lupus finished the parkour! Exclamation mark! That didn't close. There you go. Just as a fun little reward. This, again, pretty simple. Iron bars. This was actually before 1.9 when they added the, now they have this. Before it was like the crossway. So I actually have to add that into this parkour area. But for the time being, it's just this. Type ropes. And this is water. This is about the only practical thing, really. I just felt like I had to add something, but couldn't really figure out what to do, so I might redo this room. This is something that I've seen in some parkour maps, especially racing maps, where if you don't go up high enough, then you fall and you land in the spider webs, which takes longer. But if you go up too high, then you waste time swimming up the water to jump to the next. So that kind of helps you learn how high you need to go, just get a feeling for parkour. Parkour. Next room, just some cool boxes. You could race your friends around, play tag or something. And just kind of like this. I already used this build in a way in another area, so I didn't really know how to incorporate it, but I felt like it should be in the parkour area. So I added that in that way. This is the wall runners. This is a lot of stuff that has to do with walls. Contrary to a lot of people, you can fall through these, but it's pretty hard. Unless you're carrying diamonds over lava, you're probably not going to fall through them. Means pretty easy to avoid as well. This doesn't seem to be working. You should work. Come on, work. Oh well. This will make a running piston wall where it runs out and you have to run across it while it's out. This is a pretty cool thing I saw. The stairs are messed up in the 1.9 snapshot that I'm in. Just FYI, that's why it's doing that. Kind of a little cool thing. Oh, I'm flying. Where you're on like a half block here or a quarter block or whatever half block. It's kind of a cool little idea. It was really high in the map that I was on that I found this. It looks really cool when you do it, so that's a nice little thing. A little ladder jump there as well. Go out into this room. That room is not done, so I guess I'll just show this off real quick. This is just a practice that I haven't quite finished for cocoa bean running or cocoa bean jumping or whatever. I think there's a corner jump here. Just that kind of simple stuff. Up here, I have room to add something. Like I said, this room isn't actually done. This is a neat little thing I saw that I thought I should add. So if I step on this, it'll block me and I can't get through. Oh no, what am I going to do? Pretty much unless you're like snowy. But if you actually shift, you can walk around the edge of it. Well, that didn't work. But trust me, you can do it, at least in 1.9. 1.8 when I was making this. You can, right? Yep, there you go. See, I don't set it off. You need to get down to the cake and diamonds. So that's that area. Over here is just some generic parkour stuff. If you didn't know, this is a door parkour, so you open it and shut it on yourself. And when you shut it on yourself, your hitbox is inside, so you can just kind of jump up it. So, whoa, that was sad. Sometimes you need the door to be open, though, so I decided to demonstrate that here. I like to teach you guys by kind of doing that. I missed that, but if it was closed, you'd have to jump from here, but if it's open, you can jump from here, so you can go a little bit farther, and that should be far enough to get me, well, pretend I got up there. That is far enough to get me up here. I'm pretty sure I've done it before. So sometimes you may need to open it again, but be careful you don't just fall down like I did. These are pretty annoying. Nobody likes these. These are the too high jumps. You have to jump just at the right time so that you kind of, I can't really do all that well, but just at the right time so you jump in between. Hey, yeah, it's funky, it's weird. So I have some of those. The bottom row pretty much stays the same. The upper row kind of goes up and down a little bit. This is the next little thing, and you just have to hit that, and under here there's a slime block that's oddly glitched out. There you go. That looks better. There you go. Wow. So then we'll just kind of show you how it works. And then up here, well, like that. This one is a little bit trickier, and I missed it, but you'll come off of here, and you'll bounce up, and you can get into the yellow, and if you're slightly better, timing right and all that, you can get into the diamond. So it's kind of a cool little thing. You can go back here and hopefully it'll work this time. Nope, not working. You're back. Okay, so now we get into the fun stuff. Let's see, which my least favorite. Well, let's start with halls and rooms. So you get here, and it just teleports you over here. And like I said, the Get It does some weird stuff with sea lanterns. Oh, did I? Nope, that's not one. Nope. Jeesh. Shields. I don't have my hotkey set up, so I can't set that to my other key. I switched around F and C. Normally it uses F, but I set that to throw the item out, so that's why it's doing that. I think I have it off slightly, I forget, but you're supposed to spawn in the waterfall. And then you run out, and just like it says, halls and rooms, pretty simple, pretty generic. I'm not going to actually go through this too much because it's pretty dark. But just halls and rooms. You have to work on clearing the room, real kind of tactics where you come around the corner and you have to shoot the other person first. I give you a bunch of 64 normal arrows and spectral arrows. Not arrows. A few things to note is when you teleport, if you hold your main one, you're pretty much guaranteed to get an enchant on your main item, which will most likely be a sword, unless there's something weird about the particular map. But if you hold an offbeat item, like the bow, just hint in here, you might get an enchant, like infinity, and that might be kind of cool or beneficial for you. So just keep that in mind. And no, it doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, I think the redstone popped off. I think I cut it off too small, but I'll have to rebuild that. If you're within this blue, you can pretend there's a square here. If you're within, it is not at the moment, will play a little note block noise, and then people will be able to know, hey, there's somebody within that blue. So you should keep your sound on. Sometimes that comes in handy. So if you kill a lot of people, then you get a lot of diamonds because each person spawns in with a diamond. So you can come over here and you can craft yourself a chest plate or whatever it is you want. So the more people you kill, the better armor you get. But as you probably could guess, when you're crafting, you're very vulnerable, and people can come up right behind you and kill you. And because the note block has gone off, they all know you're right here. So, little thing to keep in mind. As well as there's a bit of a sniper booth right here that you can kind of shoot people. Though, yeah, you can still shoot them through that gap there. So I think that's it. It's pretty simple. See if this one works. It worked! Yay! As well as, I'm not going to go through them, but there's some hints here. Pretty much what I'm saying, though. So, the next one, we'll do OP tree. But this one actually isn't working, but I'm going to show you what the armor is. And I'm in dirt. So the armor is all pre-enchanted except for the leggings. I couldn't get that to work. I do have nausea. It's part of the teleport system. I'll explain that next. I forgot to explain that, actually. Well, these are pretty much OP. That means overpowered. You can see all the enchants. It doesn't matter what you're holding, you just get a ton of stuff. And this is actually pretty fun to play with when everybody's overpowered, because you don't die real quick, you kind of last for a while, and it's a little more fun. You have the water potions, because this, you will be in adventure mode, but this is able to place on grass, wood, and stone, and those are the three things in that arena that I have not copied it over yet. You're lucky I will have taken a screenshot and be placing that over this video at the second. I like Sandland, that might be one of my favorites, so we'll go to biomes. There we go. So as you can see, I have a gold sword. This is kind of just to balance it. I mean, I have a gold sword, but it has sharpness 5. So if you guys get this, then you can kind of tell me, hey, I think you need a diamond sword here, or hey, I think you need kind of to balance the game a little better, because I'm only myself and occasionally some of my friends. So if you have any suggestions, you can always feel free to leave that below if I decide to upload this, which I'll try to. I don't know if I will be able to, though. So, some strategical stuff here is you will spawn on this bridge, and at this point you'll have to make a decision. Are you the kind of person that likes to hide and do close quarter, or are you the person that likes to be out in open and do bows? So you can either go to the forest, where you can be close quarters, or to the bow range, where you can be up here. You don't spawn with a diamond. You should spawn with a diamond, because there are crafting tables here for you to use. all the caves, hopefully, again, this is something you guys can write me about if you notice something isn't correct. All the caves, at least somewhat in, are blocked off, so you're not able to get into them, or they just stop by themselves. So you can see, I tried to add like redstone torches to make it look like it's mysterious. Ooh, what's back there? But that way the player doesn't get like lost in the caves or get separated too much. You can see all this. This is, you could run up to somebody, light a firework, use it as a distraction, use it as a help me, use it to kill me if you're really bored or something. I don't know why you would be. I mean, it's an awesome map. Strategically, you have hills, trees. I also added this area, which is just a ravine that I flattened out on top. But instead of growing trees, I left it. Whoa, like spike. Oh, it's lighting update. That's what it is. Strategically, I left this, and if I set to night, I'll do that. Night, you can kind of see. Well, now it works. When it's set to night, it lights up this area with the torches, kind of lighting you up. So it'd be a cool area to battle. You could be like, hey, meet over there at this time. You also could go into the cave, which is a very short-lived thing, but you could go there. Go back. On to our last one. So this one is going to be Sandline, and this way may be one of my favorites. Yeah. If you don't, I can stand right on this gold here and not get teleported. It's only if I stand on the gold block. It uses a way to tell how close somebody is. Actually, we're holding something when I go in. See, it clears my inventory first. And you can see that time I was holding this axe. Oh, real quick. It gives you nausea, speed, and regeneration. That way people can't PvP camp you because you are going to be disoriented. So I wanted to give it nausea so you don't have too much of an OP beginning, but gives you regen and speed so people can't just spawn camp you. You saw that time I was holding the axe and I got an enchant on my axe instead of my sword. Normally it'd be on my sword. So if you think the axe looks cooler, you might want to use that. You can see the attack damage for this is 10 versus 6 because I have the enchant on it. But also, you can figure that stuff out. I'm going to tell you that kind of stuff. You get 1 golden apple, so use wisely. You get a bunch of steak. I mean, you should always have food. If you run out of food, this is kind of a cool thing that I played around with. So let's say you're running from people and you're low on health. Put my game mode as survival. You want to escape. You eat a coarse fruit, and poof, you're magically somewhere. You're like an Enderman. Now, downside of that, obviously, you may teleport into another fight or even into your attackers, but it's kind of a cool little technique that I thought I would try to add, because I think that could be cool in PvP fighting. Like you see here, I'm not completely done. There are some flat roofs. Pretty much it'll be 2 layers. The main idea of it is that the bottom layer is more maze-like. You can get around everywhere pretty quickly. You also, obviously, you can go through the buildings. Sometimes they'll be dead end, but oftentimes they'll lead into another building, or they'll have another door. Especially on the 2nd floor, you'll see there's windows off, so you can kind of use them as sniper perches, although there's no bows. I probably should have thought of that. The next level is a little bit harder. It kind of is the same way, but it's a little bit trickier to get around. There's not quite as clear pathways. There's more jumping, and if you fall, obviously you fall, so you don't want to do that. Can I make it? No. Like here, there's this little, and I missed it, but you can jump on that torch and come across. Jump over here, using the melons to get up, or even to get across some places. I have them set up, like over here, I can't actually jump on this melon. It's just here to make this roof longer. Forget, so you can jump over there. Forget. Just there to make that roof longer. Then the top here is extremely hard. So if you know what you're doing, then you'll be great up here because it gives you the high ground, so you can kind of go quickly and jump down on people. But you can get knocked off pretty easy with a fish hook. But this, there's a lot of 4-block jumps, so it uses a good amount more skill. Also, there are jumps that are too far, so sometimes you just don't want to do it. And I like it there. So that's the top. I might add slabs because it looks really flat. Over here, that just marks that I have a system down there that should give me. Did it cut out? Oh, I think I messed up, but it should give me the glowing effect so that looks every now and then, because I do have a feeling that after a while somebody can just kind of shift and hide in a room, especially on the outskirts. So I decided to add a glowing effect so that every now and then everybody is illuminated and you can tell where they are. So that's that. And the staircase, there's not a ton to this. I just think it's really cool looking. I like it. Out here, where they're in these chests, I don't know if I'll have them refill naturally every hour or so, but for the time being, I just have some diamond hose. This is my name, Nox Lupus. I have the Nox symbol, or Nox name, or, well, I have the word Nox in the chest using nether stars and bottles of enchanting. So first people on this, you should look for that. Otherwise, my thought was maybe like you could hide your, like if you decided that I don't want to play with fishing hooks, you could put it in there. It might help other people. Kind of like a little bit of a mailbox or something. This room is different, so it has a teleporter in it, little bed, and teleporter. So I think that's it. Hopefully that wasn't crazy too long, and hopefully use the annotations, because I think otherwise you probably got bored. But I do hope to release this as a map, if I can figure out how to do that. And if I have, I will add it to the description in this video. If you have any questions on how I did anything in particular, any particular commands or setups, then feel free to leave that below. I will always try to answer those questions, as well as I do want to make more on the series, because this is a long-going series. I'll fly by my teleporters real quick. These give you your stuff and such. I do want to do more on this series. I don't exactly, this probably isn't a good thing. I don't exactly know where I want to go with it. If I want to go with it more being a map making series, or more a redstone series, because there is a good amount of command blocking. So give me some feedback if you guys want to see anything in particular. I also could just do a plain PvP series. I know, I'm not a great PvP player, but I have researched it. I know a few tips that I wouldn't mind sharing with you guys if you were curious about that. So anything at all that you think that I should take this and you want to see, or you want me to do, or you have suggestions for buildings, anything, I really don't care, guys. You leave that in the description, and I'll try to read up on those and see if I can help you out or do whatever. So, bye.